Let me invite now SP Tulsan of sptulsan.com. Good morning, sir. Well, first up, once again, we're asking the same question to all our experts. How would you trade Yes Bank?
See, Lata, maybe this RBI remark, maybe a bank may have gone little, either as a compliance or maybe little overboard, because divergence was seen to be a big issue or the concern of the market, that probably divergence will be the next overhang on the stocks. But I don't think that this news of RBI should be, because this should be behind the now stock price, and I don't think that any adverse reflection on the share price will be seen. So we are keeping positive bias. And in fact, we have been saying when this news came in that the stock can move to a level of 225, will give an opportunity to correct to a level of 210, and both the levels were seen. We have seen a price of 224, 225, seen the price to correcting to about 210. So cautious investor can go for buying at 210. Otherwise, I don't think that we see much negativity into the stock, and keeping positive bias going ahead.
Okay. Mr. Tulsan, good morning. What about the ADAG names now? The near-term selling pressure perhaps could come down a bit, but how should one approach stocks like, say, Reliance Capital?
Anuj, I think this is only the relief rally which we can still take for the entire group. I'm taking for all the ADAG stocks. Now, since you have asked me specifically for Reliance Capital, that's what I have been saying, that if you take a call that Reliance Capital, which is holding 43% stake in Reliance Nippon Life Management Company, which has a market cap of closer to about 4,300 crore, if they sell the entire stake, while the Reliance Capital market cap is seen to be closer to about maybe sub 4,000 crore, 3,600, 3,700 crores. So that could be seen to be a positive point for Reliance Capital going forward, because Nippon Life is seen to be interested in acquiring the stake of the ADAG group. That's the street. That's what we hear on the street, and that may trigger the open offer also. So if you just exclude this Reliance Capital from the pack, I don't keep any positive bias on any of the stock going forward, because this is just seen to be a temporary relief, and I don't know whether the time given up to or agreed with the lenders up to 30th September can really yield any results, because of the NCLT reference having made, and now the counter petitions will all be made even by the lenders, operational creditors, and I doubt that 7 months will be enough. And second caveat or the understanding point, which I have understood, that the ADAG will be making the payment of the principal and interest in this interim period whenever it will fall due. So whether that commitment will get honored or not also is a big question mark. So taking all this into account, I think this is just a temporary relief. But yes, Reliance Capital can be excluded from the lot with a small positive bias amongst all the group stocks.
Okay. Mr. Tulsan, good morning. I wanted your thoughts on Diwan Housing. I mean, there are reports indicating that PE firms are interested. They're looking to buy 10% stake, unconfirmed reports. But if indeed, Kapil Vadhavan steps down, PE firms come in, do you think there's any hope, and would you be optimistic here?
See, Sonia, I think after having, if you see the share getting eroded or, destruction in the value by maybe about 70%, 75%, 80%, definitely, it derives some value. And in fact, this is what is seen happening. I will compare now the case of DHFL with exactly with Jet Air, where the problem point to an extent was the promoter as well. So I think in case of DHFL also, if the Kapil Vadhavan, steps down, that will be seen quite positive, because people are seen quite interested, in fact, acquiring the stake in the company. Maybe beyond a point, I don't think that because whatever erosion in the share price and the effective valuation of the company which you have seen is very much amply backed by the fundamentals, residual fundamentals I am referring to. So yes, the things are seen positive going forward, and I think that these developments, in fact, the CEO Harshil Mehta having stepped down, and now Mr. Vadhavan is acting as an interim CEO, all leads to that probably the change in guard at the promoter level, and new partners, equity partners coming into the company will be seen positive by the market.